What's happening, everybody? It's Todd at Above and Beyond Soft Wash. Today I wanted to take the time to walk you through some of the maintenance that I do to my own personal rig. Today I'm going to be servicing my workhorse, my 8-gallon a minute, 3,000 PSI Honda on the back of my trailer. So we're going to be changing the spark plugs, the fuel filter, the oils, everything. Just go through it soup to nuts. Yeah, just wanted to take the time to kind of go through the tools with you, let you know what I'll be using for today, and that way it might help somebody out there that's doing the maintenance themselves. Hang on one second and we'll go check out the tools. So I got my needle nose pliers for the fuel filter. I also have a small zip tie and a clip because on my fuel filter I got a zip tie and a metal clamp up top. Back over here I got my oil filter wrench. I got my 2 spark plugs, fuel filter, and spark plug wrench. I get these through Amazon, along with the filters, along with the GP General Pump oil. This oil is specifically made for this particular unit, this 2021. And yeah, I kind of have this jury rigged right now. It gets the job done. I always run with one of those large pans in my truck in case there's any type of oil spills or gas spills, chem spills. It's good product to have. So all in all, they sell it in a nice little kit from Amazon. And
so I'll try and give you a play-by-play throughout this time lapse, guys. I first start by draining the oil out of the Honda unit and the GP 2021. The most amount of old oil you can get out of your units, the better off you're going to be. Plus, you could work on everything else while it's draining. As you can see here, I'm pulling the spark plugs out of each side of the motor. Always do an inspection of your spark plugs. I did notice that the motor was running a little rough over the last 2 or 3 projects. By performing an inspection of your spark plugs, you can tell how the motor's been operating. And after inspection on both of my spark plugs, I noticed a small burn on the electrodes. So it definitely was time. I recommend about every 100 hours, check them or change them. Personally, I just change them. It's cheap insurance to make sure that my unit's going to be running properly for every project during the season. Now, getting back to oil capacities, we have about 58 ounces with the drain tube for the Honda unit. We use 10W30 Honda oil and a genuine Honda oil filter as well. I do happen to put the hours, the existing hours on the filter and a date. And I do the same for the fuel filter as well. I'll put the amount of hours on there so I know exactly 50 hours from then I can change the fuel filter, and then 100 hours on the oil.
Alright guys, I hope you liked the time lapse. We completely drained out the oil. We ended up changing the oil filter and we also labeled it. I'm at 657 hours on the new filter. So I like marking that there, just to make sure that, I'm hitting the 100-hour mark. 100 hours on the oil, 50 hours on the fuel filters, very important. And I also use stabilizer inside my fuel on every single go-around. The type of stabilizer that I use is for the marine environment. Due to the ethanol introduction, it's attracting moisture into all vented fuel tanks. So I use the Stable 360. You can pick it up at usually the automotive stores, but I use the green one. That helps with the vapors caused by our beautiful ethanol in our fuel. But anyway, to get back to the oil, the dipstick's basically right over here. It's on the high side right now. I do that because the oil filter is empty over here on this side. So I'll make sure it's at the top of the level there, and then we're gonna run it here in a few minutes. We also changed out both NGK spark plugs, one on this side, one right underneath your oil fill. As far as a torque spec, I don't know what it is. I go finger tight and then a 1/4 turn on the ratchet. Keep it simple. Don't go crazy. Don't be cracking those plugs. They're porcelain. We also changed out our pump oil as well. Dipstick tubes for that. It's right here. Fills right there. And you want your unit on a level surface, and you're just looking to be right in the middle there, right across. Pretty straightforward. Hope you guys learned something about the maintenance on these GX690 Honda engines, and hopefully it helps one of you out there, keep you making money instead of fixing things that you could have saved. So hope this helps. Later.
If you enjoyed the content in this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.